Ba-ba-da-ba-dup. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good morning. How is everyone doing? I'm quickly running some diagnostics. And that's a little bit too dramatic. Let me actually see if this lines up. Yeah, that works. That works. Also somebody is fighting something right over there. Anyway, guys, how's everyone doing? I am doing quite alright. After running a small little test yesterday, I decided to do a little kind of a morning stream thing on the YouTube machine. Mainly to do some more testing, do some more nonsensical bullshit. Also quickly to try and figure out some more things. As always, whenever I do anything like this, it's always a case of just testing a bunch of things, trying a bunch of things out, and seeing what exactly works. Let me quickly copy these tags. For some reason, the one thing that I do know for sure that I dislike is that they don't allow you to, like, look at all the tags right here. It's weird. Actually, let me delete these. Can I put those in? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, you have to... It's very strange. It is very, very strange. So you have to go into the rest of your settings to then go and add tags to the stream. It is really quite odd. I don't know why they did things like that. Let's see. Let's quickly go to Twitter. I'm also going to post this in Discord. Doing... Let's see. Live, doing some late morning memorpagering. And testing some settings on the YouTube machine. Actually, that is the one thing that I also dislike. I do think that constantly you end up getting a new or a different... yeah, you end up getting a different thing. The stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you stream at 4500 kbps. Well, but that's not necessary. There's no issues. My connection is stable. Also, 3500 kbps for 60 fps 1080p stream is a weird recommendation. That seems like that would look pretty terrible. Okay, copy URL. Doing all the things. Leave this. Click on that. Let's see if we have audio, actually. Yep. We have audio. Cool. I guess I can just copy this. Pop. At everyone. New world preview. Alright. Enter. And then we can also click publish. Yes. Yes. Oh, and then I should probably throw it on Twitter as well. There we go. Live doing some late morning memorpagering. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright, tweet. Yes. Also, I made the most horrible thumbnail just because I felt like it. I feel like it, you know, the green slime does catch attention. It's so green. I do definitely have to make it in into a vector version because it does not look smooth this way. Also, I'm curious, how big is the delay? Let's see. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the low latency mode is like 13 seconds. I'm gonna change one thing. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it seems like I cannot change that. I think. Yeah, no, it seems like I cannot change that. That's kinda... That's a little bit poopy, not gonna lie. So it seems like you can only change that post-stream or before stream or whatever. So I guess in this little test we'll have a little bit bigger delay. I think it's like 12, 13 seconds. Yeah, I think it's like 12, 13 seconds or something. Well, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. I don't know. There's a little bit of a delay that's slightly larger than I would prefer, but it's fine. Let's see. Let's minimize that. Let's open that. But yeah, I've still been fiddling around with some New World settings. I still think that I should probably turn off the Steam overlay, because Steam overlay probably doesn't positively benefit the game. I guess I'll do that the next time I'll restart the game. Because it will inevitably crash, so... Might as well accept faith at that point. Although, probably by that time I'll forget to do it again, knowing me. It's just kind of what I end up doing. Also, let me check... Oh, where did I live? I left my phone in the bathroom. 1 second. Really? You know, it's easy to check settings if you actually have your phone by the hand, because if you do not, you can't do that. Let me actually see if on the YouTube side of things we actually have some kind of dashboard on the phone as well. Just for science. I guess YouTube Studio? Oh, YouTube Studio is a separate application. Interesting. Also, the other thing that I would have liked to test is... Oh, actually, I think we have two separate... I have two separate chat rooms open. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's so many things with YouTube that are slightly wonky. As I said, the one thing that I would say that I dislike on the YouTube side of things is that you kind of have this ever-changing URL if you live stream, so it's not like you can easily just point people to be like, oh yeah, youtube.com/LokiFM. I mean, you can do that. You can do that. Also, the delay seemed to be a little bit less right there, which is good. The delay seemed to be ever so slightly less. I was looking for the chat. If I type test right here, do I see it popping up over there? I do. Okay, cool. Also, I do not have timestamps over here. Let me toggle timestamps. There we go. Very, very nice. Also, we're just gonna move that over there. I know it will cover the level, but at the same time, I should really draw the edge of the arm right there. Not having an edge of the arm right there is a little awkward. Anyway, beyond all the technical nonsense, which I still am trying to quickly set up on my phone, I thought I'd do a little New World stream on YouTube, mainly because, you know, I always want to stream some more growing grindiness, sometimes in the morning, or sometimes in the evening, or sometimes at a weird time. And since I also do want to grow the YouTubes, and YouTube does like watch time, I thought, what better way to generate some watch time on my YouTube channel, which hopefully will push things along very nicely as well in the future, than to do some streaming. Not that I expect many people to come out to these YouTube grindy streams, because these YouTube grindy streams are pretty random. They are pretty random. They're also probably going to be at weird times. But, you know, I thought it definitely wouldn't hurt, right? So, let's see. I have downloaded the app on my phone to look at the studio. Then it says I have no videos. That is because... Ah, there we go. The reason why I had no videos is because apparently it wasn't logged into LokiFM, but it was logged into me as a person. Oh, I don't think the dashboard actually has the live stream. Well, that is rather inconvenient. Maybe I can just pull the live stream up directly through the regular application? Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's there. Fam, it's not like I'm moving anywhere, don't worry. I'm just trying to diversify things. But yeah, no, streaming I'll mainly do on YouTube. Or on Twitch, not YouTube. Words. Brains. Because Twitch is the live streaming platform of choice, in my opinion. And it will be, as far as gaming is concerned. But... doing a little bit of YouTube streaming, as I said probably just before you came in. Doing a little bit of YouTube streaming, mainly because I do need to generate some watch time on the channel for video search engine bullshit's sake. And the easiest way to do that would be through doing some live streaming. So it's all a technical plan, a technical masterpiece designed by me. Also... here, I don't feel obligated to use my webcam, which is nice. I know, somebody will inevitably come in and tell me, you don't need to use the webcam on Twitch either. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I guess is true, but also... you know, on YouTube, you can actually customize your thumbnail. And by customizing your thumbnail, nobody actually sees that you're not a webcam user, which is nice. Where on Twitch, if somebody is browsing across the game directory, they will always, they will be able to see if a person has a webcam or not. So, the cheat, the big PP number generator? Yeah, pretty much. Also, I don't know if I can actually zoom in the chat. I don't think I can. Oh no. Not that I'm blind. With these glasses, I can see things quite nicely, but I would like to actually zoom in the chat. Zoom. Larger. Yeah, there we go. I did it. Seeing chat ever so slightly better. So I can just quickly peek over and see things. But yeah, no, that's really what it is. YouTube likes watch time, and based on how much activity is going on your channel, they are more likely to push your videos as well. And since my channel has existed since 2006, because I joined YouTube quite a while ago, and I'm not, I haven't been the most active person on YouTube, it's pretty rare for it to, want to push me in their search engine. Especially whenever I come off a large hiatus of not really making any content. Well, which I don't blame YouTube for. I understand that they obviously want to push people towards creators that are active on their platform. Which, of course, the more I create videos on YouTube, the more active... Can I please? I cannot walk out in that window, or out of the... Yeah, I can... Okay, there we go. Oh shit, that one will explode. But yeah, I definitely don't blame YouTube for them wanting to push people into the direction of people that actually actively make content. Makes perfect sense, because they want people to stay on YouTube as long as possible. Which is also one of the reasons why I do understand that Twitch, for example, just kind of doesn't care about a search algorithm. It's like, well, big streamers are obviously big because they know what they're doing, so we're just going to push people to big streamers. Which, you know, I'm also not really mad at Twitch for, in the grand scheme of things. Also, I think I saw your TikTok. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. One of your latest ones. It gave me a good hearty chuckle. I feel like TikTok has become this weird... TikTok has been nice for me to just, scroll through. And I know I'm saying this as a non-teen. It's weird. I feel 25 years old. I feel old on the platform of Tickety Talks. But yeah, no, it's been really rather enjoyable. I I think the whole idea of like them pushing this whole thing where you can use somebody else's audio and then make your thing on top of it, like that was one of the ones that I saw where you had like used somebody's audio, and I thought it was hilarious. It's great. I follow a 60-year-old baking TikTok. That's a thing. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. There's a TikTok for everything, I suppose. The only thing that I still find interesting is that, on average, if you look at TikTok, everyone is super overacting, and that's still a thing that I find strange. Like, everyone has these very, like, at least the bigger TikTokers has these very overacted large movements, like body movements whenever they do something, and that's still something that's a little weird sometimes to see. I mean, I get why they're doing it, because I'm going to assume, I don't know this for sure, I'm going to assume that a large amount of people record their video in like slight slow motion and then speed up their content to make them look like hyperactive crazy people. That, or they're just hyperactive crazy people, which is fair. Which is fair. But yeah, I still think it's a very nice platform, just mainly because I'm not too worried about using it, which makes it a very, like, it's probably the best social media out there, just because, you know, I'm sure there is a political side to TikTok, and I'm sure there is a, like, people are angry side to TikTok, but I am nowhere near it. The algorithm has not directed me into that direction, so I'm just having, like, funny videos TikTok, which is great. I'm very glad to be on that side of that platform, and I would like not to move away from it. Also, I hope the stream runs smooth. I hope it looks good. I haven't done too much fiddling. I know YouTube allows some higher quality streaming, so I'm streaming at like a slightly higher bitrate. Which, the first thing that YouTube actually complained about was that slightly higher bitrate, so... Well, I mean, they didn't really complain. It was more, YouTube went like, hey, would you like to stream at a lower bitrate? And I was like, nah. I'm good. I'm good. I will stream at this high bitrate. Thank you very much. Also, do I need to change... Let me quickly change this. Let me just switch to live chat. Oh, wow. Okay. So, because you said shitpost, it actually hid your message from top chat, which is the default chat. So now I actually see your other message. I'm sorry for that. Shows that a shitpost like that can get more attraction than a cosplay one. Oh, yeah. No, I agree. 100%. Anyway, that's something to keep in mind for YouTube then. I wonder if I can turn that off. I wonder if I can just force everyone to have live chat. Yeah, because right now I just don't see your message. Like, I don't see your messages on my phone anymore because that's still on live chat. I guess I'll change that to, or that is still on top chat. I'll just switch that to live chat, and now I see everything right there. That's a little wonky. That's a little wonky. I don't know if I like the idea of that. It's like, how dare you say a naughty word such as shit? Think about the children. Even though I particularly I actually went out of my way to indicate the whole, like, this content is not meant for children. I still find it so strange that you have to actually, like, decide if you're making content for children. I mean, it makes sense, you know, they don't want to collect that information on children and stuff like that, and that's fair. They're mostly trying to cover their own ass. Oh my goodness. They're mostly trying to cover their own ass, but at the same time, it's still very wonky the way it's displayed. Yo, this, I am stunned, I'm dead. Alright. Apparently, Ruiz Velasquez hurts. And I didn't build a campsite. I won't stop swearing, YouTube. Fuck you! Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Like I said, I put it to live chat. I'll see everything. I see everything. But yeah, no, I see a lot of cosplay stuff on TikTok as well. It's like funny videos, cosplay. I see some D&D stuff as well. I see quite a bit of gaming stuff because I do end up chuckling at like well-edited gaming stuff. So I think TikTok knows. TikTok knows. The game stopped making sound. New world? Hello? Have I gone deaf? Oh, there we go. There's the sound. The sound just died. Oh my god, that's a mission that's 2.7 kilometers away. Jesus. Oh, also we can unlock this new rank. Nice. I am also near my Azot cap. I should make some stuff, even though whatever I make won't be used. But I should definitely make some stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't really gotten into. I haven't really found, or I haven't really specifically looked at creators and then gone over to whatever other platform they make stuff on. Which I know I'm very hypocritical in that, because obviously, if I think about one of the reasons why I would use other platforms is to, like, lure them into my main platform. I mean, see, that's also one of the reasons why I want to use YouTube a little bit as well, because, you know, I would like to lure people to be like, hey, you person, you like what you see? Would you like to come to my Twitch channel? And then I know that the majority of people doesn't actually come over. Hey, it's Jeff Bezos! But yeah, that I know the majority of people really like the majority of people that are on a platform don't really move platform. I mean, there are a couple of people that go everywhere, but they are not the majority. That will give me armor. That seems good. I should definitely. So there is an invasion happening right here as well. There's invasions happening over there. And there's, like, multiple invasions happening over there. I should definitely participate in these. Because they give good items, they give good experience. So, I'll be running over to those in a little bit as well. Well, I sometimes do wonder if I'm high-quality content. No. I think in reality, if I had to judge myself, I would say I'm pretty decent quality content. It's just I'm very inconsistent quality content, or very inconsistent quality content. Which makes it very difficult for anyone to actually adjust to me. Which is the cruel fate I put upon myself. Polar boar. Yes, give me that polar boar meat. Wonderful. But yeah, no, I'm also completely fine in general if I were to create, like, some more YouTube videos, and there's always going to be a certain group of people that will only be on YouTube, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with not watching a person everywhere. Same goes for, like, me doing some chill stream over here or something right now. It's not like I expect everyone who watches me on Twitch to be, like, coming over to YouTube to chill over here. I would like to get to the point where I can, like, habitually make content and make sure that whenever I make, like let's say right now, you know, in my mind, I want to make sure that people know that me streaming here doesn't mean that I'm gonna stream less or I'm streaming less on Twitch or something. And I know it might seem like that. It might seem like, well, but you're streaming here today. That means that you're not streaming on Twitch. But in the ideal world, I would just stream here, like, in the morning, and then still feel good in the afternoon, and then do my regular Twitch streaming, you know? Knowing me, my inconsistency, my negative mind, I feel like this is almost nice to do just simply because right now I feel pretty good to do something simple. I don't feel like using a webcam, and this way I still do something, so... YouTube live stream? What? Samuel, what up? Yeah, we're just chilling. Just chilling. Just checking some settings. Hey. Oh my. Did he say in global? I should say it in area chat, because I'm not a weirdo. Hey. Let's see what they have to say. Yeah, just doing stuff. Just chilling. I honestly have no clue. See, I wish that I was more helpful to these random people, but I play with, like, one eye on the gameplay. It's like, I might have killed a mob with a name, but maybe? I don't know. Let's see, let's go to the bridge. I guess I can walk through north to go to some of these corrupted places. Yeah, New World is doing a preview event. If you have previously participated in a beta, or you had signed up, then there's a good chance you got a key for it. And if you buy it right now, then you also instantly get access. It's been pretty good. Like, I've really been enjoying it. I'm very much looking forward to whenever the game comes out, somewhere in 2021, because it's been really good, and I'm actually really curious as to what the testers played before this. To make everyone go like, oh no, the game is terrible, they need to delay the game. Because I really do feel like I'm playing a different game from those people, but I suppose that happens more often, where I feel like a game is just fine. The only thing that I could see, after playing this for about 30 hours so far, is quests are a little repetitive. And I know that a lot of people in-game have gone like, well, but how would you make a quest system that's not repetitive? And I do get what people are saying when they say that, but simultaneously, I do feel like, yeah, it is definitely a little bit noticeable. It is very much clear that the world was originally designed to be like a PvP-focused world. And then they shifted that focus into applying PvE stuff around all the places, and going from there. But it plays really nicely. I like the combat. Not all the weapons are in the game at the moment, which does mean balance is a little bit screwed up, especially if you do engage in PvP. Which I've done a little bit of PvP, but I've mostly stayed away from it. But yeah, in PvP it seems like some of the weapons currently are a little bit too strong and not quite as balanced as they should be for fair PvP fights. But yeah, as far as YouTube streaming is concerned, I thought I'd just, like, try some settings out, do some random stuff, do some chill morning streaming. And I thought doing that on YouTube is nice because we need to generate. That sounds very dramatic, but For the YouTube algorithmness in combination with videos, I need to generate some watch hours, which is conveniently done through the power of streaming. And then whenever I don't stream on Twitch, I know that I always repeat this whenever I say this, and whenever I stream anywhere else, but whenever I don't stream on Twitch, it's a nice, chill experience, because I don't feel like I have to use a webcam and all that kind of stuff. So we can chill, grind some Morpagers, and I don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, so actually, I would say that this game would probably be enjoyable to a lot of people that are totally not into PvP, because they've removed most of the PvP. Originally, this game was designed to be a hardcore PvP, you drop everything on death type of a open world PvP game between the factions, but they kind of completely rolled that back in these past 6 to 9 months. And it's now you have to flag yourself, and you do also flag yourself if you sign up for PvP missions, obviously. Which PvP missions do give more experience, and they do make you level up quicker, but it's not really too important, I would say. Also, there's a lot of people that have just mostly grinded PvP missions in groups, and while they are like level 50 or level 60 at this point as a character level, like most of them are still behind on like weapon mastery levels, so you have to use the weapons to actually level them up. And obviously what happens if you get more character experience than you actually kill things, then you're going to be lower in the weapon mastery front, which I would say does negatively affect you, because then you have less skills. So yeah, I would say right now with the opt-in type of PvP, it is kind of good. Obviously, the main thing that people have complained about at the high level, supposedly, is that there hasn't really been any end game to potentially replace that. So there aren't dungeons at the moment. There is this kind of like PvE arena thing that they've got going on. But yeah, I'm not level 60 yet, obviously. There's not a whole lot of people level 60, so I'd be curious to see how that plays. But yeah, there's a lot of PvE stuff to do. Also, there is a lot of gathering and a lot of crafting and all that kind of stuff. So if you enjoy leveling up trade skills, then there's plenty of that stuff to do as well, which I've been enjoying a little bit. There are people in the guild that I joined that literally have done nothing other than go around, gather stuff, and craft stuff. And they now rule the market. They now own the market. You can play as a mage. Currently, there's only 2 magical weapons, the Fire Staff and the Life Staff. Fire Staff focusing more on, like, AoE, burning things down type of gameplay. Life Staff obviously focusing on healing. And it does also have a dash, which is very convenient, so I got that. Because it allows you to teleport forward. I think in, like, preview stuff, there's ice. And I would not be surprised if to, like, balance out the life magic to have, like, death magic. We know from all the other weapons. I don't know too much about magic because I'm not a magic person, so I never really paid attention to it. But I know for melee, we're still missing the spear, we're missing the rapier, we're missing curved swords. And there's like more weapons we're missing. As far as range weapons, we're missing the pistols. So, yeah, there's still going to be plenty of weapons that they're adding. I think they've also kind of nicely set it up to where it would be easy to add a new weapon. Mainly because, you know, you level up the weapons individually as well. So, they could just add a new weapon and be like, oh, yeah, you can play more content right now and level up the new weapon that we just brought out. But yeah, obviously we'll see how things completely fold out by the time this game comes out, which won't be until later in 2021. So until then, we are not sure. But from what I've played so far, I really like it. I think actually if they came out right now, which of course I think the 25th of August, so yesterday, or not yesterday, 4 days ago, was their original release date. I think enough people would have probably enjoyed themselves to really not have too much of a problem with it. It would obviously have that kind of like an early access type of feel to it for people. I think that would be the main issue. So I do think it's probably good that they decided to delay the release and make sure that the game feels complete. In the grand scheme of things, though, it's not a subscription-based MMO. It's going to be like a one-time purchase, jump back in whenever you feel like it game. So I think with that pricing structure, there's not too much that can go wrong. So the way I said curved swords reminds me of Skyrim. I don't know enough about Skyrim to actually know to actually have a clue why that reminds you of Skyrim. Yeah, their business model was essentially Guild Wars 2. Ow. I don't know exactly about their, like, further expansion pack type of plans, or what their road inside of that is. Ow, we're gonna die here. Need to make sure to actually eat food, otherwise we don't have health regen. I should really not use... Let me fix this. There are certain matchups that are not favorable against shields. The daggers obviously being one of them. The hammer is actually pretty good if you don't have it set up like I have. Because apparently most of these attacks don't actually break them. Yeah, we're dead. That is unfortunate. Actually, maybe... Oh, I missed. God damn it! Okay. Whew! That almost went wrong. But yeah, there's some very unfavorable setups as far as weapons go. And since you only equip 3 skills, and since I haven't leveled everything completely yet, you should definitely make a mix between weapons where you can break people who are blocking, because blocking is really actually very powerful. Oh, there's dialogue about curved swords? Fair enough. I mean, the only reason why I specifically specify curved sword is because the sword that we have right now is called straight sword. So I am going to assume there's going to be some difference. Oh yeah, there's also daggers that we don't have, which I would like to play with some daggers. I am always a fan of the daggers. Also, for every weapon that you do have equipped, you gain their passives. So, for example, inside of the sword tree, I have the Ultra Keen, which gives me 5% weapon damage with every weapon. So, as long as that is in one of my 3 equipment slots, I will have that 5% extra weapon damage on any of the other 2 weapons as well. So, there is a little bit of synergy right there. And there's also a reason why you would want to level up more than one weapon. The only thing I guess I dislike so far as builds go is that you can't really mix things too nicely, I feel like. I mean, you can, but simultaneously, if you level up for your regular levels, you get a stat point, and you can put that stat point in one of 5 different attributes. The kind of problem that you run into is that, you know, strength gives you melee weapons. Dexterity does give you ranged, and it does give some melee weapons, but when they say some, every dexterity only adds 1 damage, where every strength adds, like, 5 for the sword, 4 for the... or 6 for the sword, 5 for the hatchet, and, like, 10 for the hammer. So that's obviously a gigantic difference. Then intelligence adds it for the magic weapons. Focus is mana regeneration and ability cooldown reduction, and constitution is health. But obviously, if you balance out your skills between strength, dexterity, intelligence, you kinda screw yourself over in all ways possible. Luckily, you can respec, so if I wanted to go for magic stuff, I can just respec and dump myself into intelligence. which then makes it possible for me to do magic-y stuff a lot better, because, you know, every intelligence, I think, adds like 10 magic damage as well, so you want that intelligence. Yeah, it's pretty standard stats for games, but considering you can equip 3 weapons, you know, there would be a good reason so you could balance it a little bit better, I feel like. Or I think it would be nice if they, like how some games do it, where if you go too far in one stat, you get, like, diminished returns. So you kind of want to have, like, a secondary stat that you invest into. Of course, you could still just go full onto a single skill, you know? You could still be like, I'm gonna go melee, I'm gonna completely dump into strength, even with diminishing returns. But, yeah, it works. It works. But yeah, people already have pretty interesting builds where they kind of completely go into strength, but then simultaneously they get like the life staff, because the life staff, not because it can heal you, because I mean it can, but because it has some like extra magical defense, and it has like a dashing skill that gives you extra speed overall, stuff like that. So people are already min-maxing stuff, as inevitably happens. As inevitably happens. Explosions! You are almost at your Azoth cap. Also, the other thing to keep in mind with magic is that you do have to target it, so... Well, you have to actually aim it, rather. So, it can be pretty rough when stuff runs at you. That's the other thing that I think I disliked. So what I wanted to do originally was focus on dexterity and then just mostly shoot things. The only problem that you run into is that stuff gets close, and now you're kind of... I mean, you can obviously dodge back. But it's not quite super nice. There are nicer things I've done in my life than just, like, trying to jump back and hit them. Magic is probably the least mobile. When you have a bow, you have, like, this jump back skill, which will obviously, you know, help you stay mobile. The musket is very immobile. It's also very slow to reload. So... Rapier and magic? Yeah, I'm definitely interested in rapier, mainly because rapier, I think, is a dexterity... like, a dexterity-focused weapon. So with something like that, I could easily go for a ranged focus with then a rapier, and I think daggers are also dexterity-focused. But obviously, since those weapons aren't in yet, there's no way for me to do that at the moment. Yeah, I would say magic in this game is kind of designed for... I would say they definitely designed it more with PvP in mind. It could also work for PvE, but yeah, it's definitely designed for the type of, you know, oh, my friends are fighting over there, let me, you know, let me rain meteors down on their general area. At least, I'm gonna assume that that is their design philosophy, because otherwise I'm just, you know, you just cannot move that area around at all. So it's more a PvP thing, or, well, more a group thing. I think that's the right way to put it. Magic in this game feels very much like a group thing. Now, obviously, that could change once they introduce ice magic. Because I'm going to assume that ice magic is going to allow you to bind stuff... or, you know, encase them in ice, stuff like that, which obviously will make it a lot easier to freeze the enemy in place and then hurt them while they're frozen, or while they're slowed down and slowly moving towards you. So. And then potentially something like death magic could be like curses, I think. You know, debuffs. So that would... Oh, well, he went through the wall. So that could probably benefit that as well. We are okay, they pushed me out. That works. Also, the enemy killed themselves with their explodey crossbow. Yeah, some kind of necromancy. Yeah, if you obviously have like a pet essentially that can take the aggro for you, then yeah, that could very much help as well. Obviously, what they need is a corpse explosion. Also, I came over here to do the the corrupted things, and now there's no corrupted things around. There's one over here. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, oh, there's one that popped up. Let's run over there. It's only a minor one, but I do think they usually spawn in waves. Oh, shit. All right. I'm just gonna keep running. Yeah, I didn't expect that whatever was running after me would actually hit me, but I guess I clearly was wrong. Also, I did not want to chomp that tree. I wanted to see what I could pick up right here. Bushes. What do I have right here? Oh, we got grapes. Or berries. Berry bush. Alright, we'll get these. Actually, for some reason, these berries don't give me experience. I don't know why that's not giving me harvesting experience. Hello? Also, yeah, so this game, very much as far as melee is concerned, and everything in general, you do actually need to hit the enemy. You know, your weapon does have to physically make contact with the enemy for hits to register. Which does mean inclines get really awkward. Because your animation doesn't really do a great job at changing where you're aiming. Like, there's a little bit of difference between aiming into the air and aiming at the ground. But obviously you still don't have the most influence on your weapon. Yeah, that's possible, I guess. I hadn't experienced that yet. But yeah, no, I guess maybe my harvesting is too high. No, there I get harvesting from some squashes. Maybe berries are like tier 1. Or maybe it works like salt. I think salt also doesn't give experience for anything. So you could get it without any harvesting experience. Potentially. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it also doesn't have a tier. It's like a tierless item. Where squashes are tier 2. But nuts do give harvesting experience, and nuts also are a tierless item. Weird. Weird, I don't know. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be figured out. Yeah, the only other thing that I would say that currently is a little bit of a problem is that items are not, like, harvestables in the world are not instanced. So, the problem with that is that because obviously PvP isn't forced on, what people have been doing is going to, like, high-level resources or higher-level resources, and then just, like, mashing E until it spawns again. That, or somebody in the guild that I'm in literally said, like, oh yeah, I made a macro that just mashes the E key. You know, which obviously would be against the rules, but people will do that. And there's nothing you can really do about it. And they will just kind of own that specific spot. Which is a little poopy. It does very much also feel designed with PvP in mind, where people would fight over those resources, because rare resources in general are actually pretty rare, you know? Iron ore is not all over the place. And iron ore is only the tier 2 stuff, and silver ore definitely isn't all over the place, and gold ore isn't all over the place. So they very much feel designed for you to have, like, resources to fight over, which considering nothing is forced on, you're not really fighting over them. It kind of reminds me of RuneScape, where people will just, or used to just, like, take whatever resource there was, and it could be very annoying. Alright, so here we have a corrupted monolith. Usually you want to do this with people. Obviously, right now... Oh, there's one other person right here. Yeah, you have the monoliths, the smaller ones that are around it, and then you have the big portal itself, which you want to do with at least 5 people. Luckily, they very much work like the general world events. Also, there's no reason to have PvP on right here, but people will still have PvP on right here. And they will fight over nothing for no reason. I am going to die. Oh, come on. I couldn't block because I was still drinking my potion. Nice thing, though, my hatchet actually has this health regenerating thing, where if I last hit something, I get 20% health back, which is very nice. Especially while the corruption slowly kills us. Alright. Technically, what you're supposed to do is actually get yourself anti-corruption potions. That, like, increase your corruption resistance back to 60, and then you don't get hit, but... Ow. Ow. Reality is, I should probably really make those. Also, just in general, everything in this game hurts pretty badly, because I'm pretty sure they want you to actually go out of your way to make the items that protect you against specific things. So you can make, like... warding stuff for every type of enemy. Ow. Stop blasting me away. There we go. Oh no, what up? Yeah, monsters actually do damage. Yeah, this game is actually brutal in that respect. But yeah, once again, I do think they really very much want you to actually have people, either yourself or other people, go into the cooking skill, because you have, like, specialized food and everything. So also in, like, mining, for example, you can have, like, this food that gives you higher luck while mining, but the main things, obviously, that you would want while fighting are the... if I can find it. Like, apparently, I can't see it right here, but some of these are, yeah, lost wards, corrupted wards. These give extra defense against specific enemies. So especially while you're going out hunting for these corrupted things, you probably want to get yourself a corrupted ward. Clearly the Dark Souls of Memorpagers. Yeah, you need to block in this game. You need to block, you need to actually make use of your skills. You need to try and make favorable setups for your weapon. So when the enemy has a shield, my little axe is not really gonna work, because my axe doesn't do enough grit damage to actually knock the shield nicely away. There's a lot of, like, little things with this game to consider that make me very excited for this game in the future. That also simultaneously, I feel like, will be the reason why a good number of people probably won't like it. You know, the reasons why I like it is this very in-depth crafting, and this very in-depth gathering, and this very in-depth, just in general, you know, needing specific protection foods if you want to be most optimal, actually having to block, things actually hurting. And I do simultaneously think that is the reason why some people might be like, I'm not supposed to die when I play an MMO. But you will die in this game. You will die. What's the release date for this now? 2021. We don't know more than that, sadly. Also, I should very much... Oh, apparently there's a landmark. Oh, I guess I'm too close to a landmark. Let's see if we can run far enough away from the landmark. Yeah, assuming it doesn't get delayed again. Exactly. Honestly, Amazon got some pretty exciting stuff going on, though, because right now, this game looks pretty good, and I'm very excited for this game to come out in the future. But they also bought exclusive publishing rights from Smilegate for Lost Ark. Lost Ark being the ARPG MMO that people have been looking forward to quite a while, the Korean one. So that's going to be exclusively published by Amazon, which is pretty exciting, honestly. I know that it's still a little bit hopeful because, you know, Amazon hasn't published and hasn't developed too many games. Apparently, I'm just not going to get far enough from a thing to camp. But I think the reason why I'm very happy with it is because everything is better than the potential for, like, a Game Forge or something to be the publisher. You know, we all know how Game Forge can be, for example. And if Game Forge would publish Lost Ark, that would kind of really be super terrible. I didn't do enough to actually get credit. Ruined. So yeah, like I'm looking forward to what Amazon is gonna offer in general, and I think they're gonna be pretty successful in the gaming space. That also means, because they're having the partnership with Smilegate, and actually that was one of the main things they also talked about, is that they're also gonna have PC publishing rights for Crossfire, for a new Crossfire game, which hasn't officially been announced for PC yet, but it's pretty evident it will be coming to PC at some point. And I know that I'm the only person in the universe actually excited for a Crossfire game, but Crossfire is fun to me, damn it. Yeah, I think if they add, like, if they add some dungeons or something to this game, yeah, they have a banger on their hands, I think. And then over time they can just add more regions, add more different content or something, add more tiers. That is the only thing that I worry about a little bit right now, because they have this very tiered structure where, you know, you equip tier 1 and 2 at level 0 to 20, and then at level 20 you can equip tier 3, and then at level 35 you equip tier 4. Then starting at tier or at 50, you start equipping tier 5, and tier 5 is currently the maximum. Now, you can still get higher and higher item levels, even within that same tier. So there is still space to move up beyond that tier 5, essentially. But I worry for that level of a structured gearing thing, because it becomes very difficult to add, like, another tier without pissing off your entire community. Although maybe the way I should see it is that it actually is then really easy to be like, oh yeah, tier 6 is coming out in the next update, and then people have a reason to play again because they can all try to get the best tier 6 gear. No, not Crossfire the board game. Crossfire the shooter. It's mostly popular in Asia. It's actually, I think, the biggest shooter in the world, as silly as that sounds, knowing games like Call of Duty and Counter-Strike exist. But as far as numbers go, Crossfire is actually the largest shooter in the world, just because of its sheer popularity in China. Yeah, actually, talking about Guild Wars 2, it's coming out on Steam. It has a Steam listing. So it only took 8 years, but it's coming out on Steam. It's happening. Yay, I can finally make my camp again. Building obstructed. Crap. Uneven terrain. So the reason why you would want to make a camp, I'm probably still a little bit far away. Oh, there's a big thing happening over there. The reason why you would want to build a camp is that if you die, you can only respawn at settlements or your camp. So if you build a camp out in the woods, you can actually go and respawn right here if you die, which is kind of nice. I don't think I can make... Oh, I need water. Actually, isn't there water right here? Did I not just go through water? Yes, there is. Oh yeah, typing on a phone is the worst. Probably now, by the time I actually get to the new portals, they'll have been killed. But at least I'll have some corruption tinctures, so that's good. I'll actually be doing the thing that the game wants me to do. 6. Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how many people are going to pick up Guild Wars 2 on Steam, though, because it doesn't carry over your progress, so the only people that would be getting it on Steam will be people that either haven't progressed far enough to where they're like, oh, you know, I like the convenience of having my game on Steam. And I don't know what I went for right there, but, you know, like, I'll go out of my way to buy it again on Steam or whatever, because I don't really have too much progress to lose. Or completely new players. Which I don't know how many people would still be up for buying Guild Wars 2 right now. You know, who haven't already done so, you know. I don't know if there's many people that 8 years after the fact right now are like, you know, I haven't gone out of my way to buy this game yet. And I was waiting for it to actually come out on Steam, and it's finally happening. You know? Yeah, I mean, it's cool that it's coming out on Steam. For me, it's completely unnecessary, though. I still feel like people that have the opinion that they don't buy a game unless it's on Steam, they're kind of a little silly. You know, they'll swear that they just hate Epic Game Store because of the DRM that it is, you know. They don't want to install a DRM on their PC. Not realizing that Steam is also a DRM method, you know? Like, that's one of the whole reasons why Steam is a thing in the first place. Oh god, I might die here. It's a little silly. Oh, Lord. Oh, the corruption just took me right there. Well, luckily we made a camp. Luckily we made a camp right up here. It will have Steam achievements, probably. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 for me has very much become one of these games where I always intend on going back to playing it some more, and that has been kind of my stance since, like, the expansion started coming out. it has been like, yeah, no, I'll return to Guild Wars 2 and actually go and play them, and then I pick up the expansions, and then I never end up doing it. Yeah, now by the time I actually get over there, it will be finished. I think if we die again, or I might just die just so I can death warp, and then we might go to the settlement, and then I'll do those yellow quests around there. Yeah, I think that might be one of the reasons why some people might want all their games on Steam, because they actually care about Steam achievements. I would feel like that's one of the few fair reasons. It's still silly. Also, it just finished. It's still silly, but at least I can be like, yeah, no, that's fair. If you care to that extent about Steam achievements, then yeah, fair. I have made my skinning knife. I've made all the tools right now. I should probably see if I can get an upgraded version of each of these. I think engineering-wise, I have the level to actually make tier 3 tools, so I should definitely go out of my way to actually do that. We'll just destroy that. I mostly want to try to stick to heavier armor. But then at the same time, meh. I don't feel like actually heavy or light armor affects you that much in this game. Probably affects you a little bit too little. Wolf, come kill me. Actually, why did I just eat food when I want him to kill me? We'll punch him. No, put the weapon away. We'll punch him. Nope. I swear you can punch him. Apparently I can't punch him. I don't know why I can't punch him. I have done punching before. But apparently the game doesn't want me to. There we go. Yeah, I've played the Guild Wars 2 expansions far enough for the glider and the mount and stuff like that. He missed me. There we go. To be fair, I'm a little bit overleveled for this area right here. I should probably move on to the next area. Probably. Although there's still some quests right here that give me some tier 4 gear, so I should probably try and get that as well. So many things! So many things and stuff. But yeah, let's go do these missions. Honoring Hazel and... Oh, I just need to kill 2 more raids for that other quest. Also, my other main complaint with this game is a very basic one. You don't have a jump. It might look like I jump when I do this, but that's actually like a sprint dodge. But you don't really have a jump outside of that. Which gets very annoying in some cases, because you might be able to jump up something, but your dude doesn't want to do it. Of course, now it will actually jump up everything by itself. But yeah, that is just done by you running up against something. It will automatically try to jump up. You'll get into those weird situations, though, where you should be able to jump over something, but your dude just doesn't feel like it. Yeah, no jump is just a very strange decision, in my opinion. I guess it makes a little bit of sense. So space in this game is your dodge. So obviously one of the reasons I think why they haven't implemented this a jump is because, well, what button do we put the jump if space is our dodge, you know, and dodging is like the main thing you do during combat if you don't block. Which I guess I've mostly gone for blocking because I have been using heavier armor. I actually have not used light armor at all yet. I should probably see if light armor is convenient enough to where I'd be like, oh yeah, dodging is great. Dodging is awesome. Because heavy armor dodging hasn't exactly been... I mean, it's been alright. I like it because it doesn't dodge you, like, too far away. And medium... Compared to medium... Heavy dodging isn't that weird. Or heavy dodging isn't that different, so... Yeah, shift is sprint, and you can also press the equals button if you want to, like, auto-run. Auto-run forward, which automatically sprints for you as well. I mean, you can probably change the keybind for that, obviously, but... I still have it on equals. Oh, apparently that's not close enough to the quest? Oh, it was just outside of the area. Rude. Oh, yeah, no, I think they could easily implement a jump and just make you put it on a different button. Or, like, change the dodge button around or whatever. It's definitely something they should be able to do. Actually, I don't know, is this... I don't know if New World is planned for consoles. But even then, a controller should have enough buttons to allow you to jump and dodge. So, yeah, no, I don't really quite know why they went for that. Yeah, I think Guild Wars 2 has VS dodge. I think I vaguely remember that. My stamina is about to run out. Alright, that quest is done. Time to run over to the other place. What I should have done when I went through town was pick up some new faction quests. Because those faction quests probably would have led me to the same area, which would have resulted in some more free experience. But I didn't. Ruined. Actually, talking about Guild Wars 2 and then comparing it to this game, I feel like the questing structure in Guild Wars 2 is kind of the same as in this game. Especially if I think about expansions. Like, there's a lot of quests that kind of... And also with, like, the hearts that you got going on, with, like, doing something in a certain area. Given those hearts make it convenient so you don't have to go back to a hub to accept new quests, obviously. Where here you would have to go back to the settlement to accept new faction quests to then lead you to different areas and stuff like that. But I feel like the game actually kind of shares the same mission structure where people kind of have the same kind of, you know, if you're just trying to do quests, then it will feel very repetitive. And it can feel pretty aimless, I guess. Because you can run around the same area. Trying to do, like, the world events. Trying to do the area quest. The hearts. Yeah. 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 But yeah, I've probably played more of this beta than I should have already, in general, because I have played it for about 30 hours, but that's mainly been because I've actually been really enjoying myself with it. Even knowing that all of this progress will be lost. But luckily the game itself will still be far away, and I'll probably not play more of these tests. I do very much know that this is a type of game where if I were to play every single test they bring out, then by the time the game actually comes out, I'll not have, like, I'll have a case of, Riders of Icarus, I think I did that with, or Critica, I think I did that with as well, where I played the beta a lot, and then when the game actually came out, I was like, yep, I know how this game plays. I know how this goes. So yeah, that will definitely be one of the reasons why I'll probably not play the next tests, just so that by the time it comes out in 2021, it will be fresh. Unless they at some point say like, oh yeah, no, progress is no longer going to be wiped. Because from the moment the progress will no longer be wiped, I'll definitely hop back in. That's actually, I think, one of the things that I'm a little bit worried about with this game. Not just for myself, but I do think they kind of have a lot of tests for this game plan, where they're going to be like, oh yeah, the game will be open for a week. Because right now, for example, it's open between the 25th, so 4 days ago, and I want to say the 4th? So, you know, somewhere next week. Or I think the end of next week or whatever. Which is quite a lengthy test to allow people to do stuff, especially considering within that time, even within the first 3 days, some people reached level cap. You know, because they're freaking mad, man, and they grind in the best possible methods, and some of those people already played in previous tests. And then I'd be worried that if you do too many of these tests and you allow people to like reset their level too many times and let them grind up, that by the time you actually bring out the game,
that those people might no longer be interested. But then at the same time, you kind of don't... It's weird. I feel weird saying this because it is a one-time purchase type of a game. And I do think the majority of people currently have access to this true pre-purchasing. So to a certain extent, those people, you already have their money. So I guess it doesn't matter if they, in the end, play the released game. It's weird. At the same time, I do think people can still refund their pre-order as well by that time, so... And with all the time that you're giving people and the no NDA, people can probably make a pretty sensible purchasing decision. Yeah, New World Red Mage. Yeah, I think the level 50 stuff or level 60 stuff from what I've seen with the arena and that kind of stuff from a PvE perspective, it could be pretty fun. Just to like hop in and do those arena things and then hop out again or whatever. Of course, right now I don't know the exact ins and outs of the current end game and what they're actually gonna do by the time it comes out in 2021. Maybe the quote unquote end game will have changed altogether and it will play completely differently. Especially because they do want to increase that like PvE end game. Because the PvP end game is obvious, obviously, because you know, PvP endgame wise, you're fighting over these areas, you're fighting over these territories with your faction. Oh, he's gonna blow up. Okay, we got him. So yeah, the PvP endgame makes sense. But PvE wise, I don't think everyone will be satisfied yet, but simultaneously, time will tell. Time will tell. There's probably already videos out on YouTube of people being like, oh yeah, this is what currently happens at level 60. Because apart from like an area, I think down here that, you know, you can see right here which you can't access. I think outside of that. And more stuff further up here, which you can't access right now. I think there's pretty much everything sensible that you can do in there. Obviously, with right here, the level 60 to 65 stuff. Which I don't even think people... I think at the moment max level is 60, so I don't even know if recommended level 65... If you can actually reach level 65. I don't think so. Oh, I hate these type. They do the poison stuff. There we go. We killed him before he could poison us. War declared. Yeah, so War is still a little bit weird as well in that respect, so, you know, I just joined, I was like, hey, does anyone have a company that I can join? And I just happened to join the biggest syndicate guild, so of the faction that I'm in at the moment. And we do own a territory over here, which I haven't really been to yet, because it's higher level, like level 45. So we'll get there soon enough. But, yeah, with the war declaration, so you have these bars. I think this is the only one. Oh, no, actually, there's 3 areas that currently don't have a war coming up. So yeah, you have these bars, and the more people do PvP faction missions, or the more people from that faction kill another faction, the more, like, influence, or whatever you want to call it, that faction gets. And then once that bar is full, a guild from that faction can declare war. And then every other guild in that faction can also declare war within 10 minutes. And then I think it's just RNG which guild actually gets to lead the war. and then the guild leader or the governor from that company can then decide who fights within that war, and stuff like that. It's interesting. It's also weird. Oh god, he's gonna explode. Okay. Yeah, I totally joined a crime syndicate. No, so you have 3 factions. The syndicate, which is the ones that we are, which is like the... we are the science people. Then you have... I keep forgetting all their names. Then you have... Can I see it? Yeah, so the Covenant, which are the religious people. The religious potatoes, who are like, oh yeah, we're guided by the light. We'll make the world be ruled by our god or something. And then you have the green people, which are the Marauders, which I think they have a society ruled by the strong, quote-unquote. They're like your typical, like, oh yeah, we'll make a world of the most strong people, and we are the most strong people. That kind of stuff. I mean, given Syndicate is still pretty, the Syndicate is still pretty evil as well, because we're like, oh yeah, we are more intelligent than you all. We will rule over this world with science and the secrets of this world. So, you know, we're still bastards, in the grand scheme of things. Let's see, apparently I need to kill undead in this area. Apparently... not everything counts as undead. Or barely anything counts as Fenwallow undead right here. I would say that's probably one of the weaker points of this game so far. There, from a questing perspective, given I haven't been reading the quest, and I know that it kind of affects your perception of stuff. But the factions feel very insignificant. Outside of, like, I am in the purple team, you are in the yellow team, you are in the green team. There's no... I feel like there's no level of, like, real faction identity. And I do think that might be because of the way they set up this game, where, you know, technically this is like a syndicate-ruled area, but the settlement is open to everyone, to the point where we even host the Marauder Commander and the Covenant Adjudicator inside of the village. You know, we allow them to start their rebellion within our settlement for some reason. I just, you know, it's this weird thing. It feels really odd. It's like, oh yeah, no, but we have this peaceful pact. Meanwhile, the entire world is like pre-planning their war over the next 2 days. To take over each other's city, to then go back to a peaceful pact half an hour later. It's really strange. Yeah, I guess the corruption is the red team. I joined the corruption. I feel like they're the most sensible option. Just take over the world with the corruption. Yeah, it's diplomacy. Sure. Sure. Nah, it's obviously the best way they can run that, but simultaneously, I do think it makes the faction identity weaker. It doesn't have a thing like World of Warcraft, where I'm not personally a fan of the whole faction thing anymore in World of Warcraft, because I would just like to play with some people who happen to be an alliance, as much as I think they're filthy alliance because I play Horde. But at least if you look at World of Warcraft, you know, like, you have a very big separation in the factions, not only because they're playing different areas, they have their own quests in the base game, they can't even communicate with each other because they speak different languages, you know, so you have this very strong faction identity within that, just created by the world, even if you don't read any quest text. It's very obvious that there's like 2 factions at play right there. Where in this game, there's just none of that. It's not like you walk into a town. Even once the town is taken over, it's not like the look of that town changes. Their own races, that obviously helps as well. But yeah, it's not like the look of the town changes. Which I think they could probably do with that. It would be nice if, like, you walk into a settlement run by the Syndicate, and you can see that it's run by the Syndicate, you know? Or, you know, you walk into a town run by the Covenant, and you can see, you know, like, they put statues up to their god and stuff like that. You know, like, at least to have some level of, you know, oh, I just walked into a town that's ruled by this faction. Instead, the only thing that happens is like, oh, the banner is now purple. You know, oh, the banner is now yellow. It's just not... It doesn't quite get there. Now, obviously, they could still plan this for the future. Could still be a thing they do once the game actually comes out. I almost would expect them, considering... I expect them to probably put up with, like, not the greatest starts. Potentially. I would almost expect them to do a thing that, like a Sea of Thieves. Where they just add more... I just kind of missed them, apparently. Where they just kind of add more and add upon those systems and make it feel more whole over time. Which, of course, they kind of skip that right now, but just delaying the game until next year, but... I think that would almost be a reason, in my opinion, why they shouldn't have delayed it until next year. So that people actually see that progression. Although, I guess they will still see that progression, considering, you know, everyone can play the preview event right now, pretty much, so... I don't understand how those are not considered undead. I feel like that flailer is definitely undead. How are they not undead? Oh, also, let's grab that chest. Oh, this one is undead. They're adding dogs as pets? I mean, didn't they already have, like, parrots and cats as pets? I still think that I would probably play Sea of Thieves more if I could actually have a world right there that didn't have PvP. And I know that also in that game you have this community that's like very against the idea of even providing the ability for people to create their own little exploration world, essentially. They're so aggressive about it. They're like, oh, but it's called Sea of Thieves. It's not Sea of Friends. It's like, yeah, I get that it's called Sea of Thieves, but I would play this game more. Heck, you want to make me buy your microtransactions? Then maybe you should actually, you know, make me want to play your game. I probably still won't buy your microtransactions, but I definitely won't if I don't want to play your game. But yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think they're pretty set in their ways of having the world the way it is right now. And I don't really understand it. I think the main argument from PvP people has been... I think Rare just hasn't really said anything about it. And then the main argument from PvP people have been like, well, but then more people would end up playing PvE because it would be the most efficient way to get yourself gold or something. And then I'm, like, in my head, I'm just thinking, but aren't you then just saying that the majority of people would actually enjoy themselves more if they could play the game the way they would want? You know? For all I care, they could still add something to the PvP mode, you know, where, like, rewards in PvP mode are 25% higher or something. I don't even care. For all I care, they halve the rewards in the PvE world. That's fine, you know? I enjoy the adventuring. Getting a little bit of a reward for it, cool. Yeah, it seems like a very toxic, very elitist community. But I think that's kind of the community that you foster if you have this very high stakes PvP type of a world, you know? Because you can literally spend hours upon hours and then lose all your stuff. So, especially, I think the game has been out for like 2 years now. Don't quote me on that. Maybe longer, maybe shorter. But, you know, by this time, the people that obviously mainly don't play the game, they're not hanging out in those communities. So those voices are not there. Ow! Okay, that's the quest done. Sweet. Yeah, no, that's it, though. That's it very much. It's the PvE, and also just for me, I very much like going out there, going out in the high seas, you know, looking at your treasure trail, or whatever. It's not called a treasure trail, that's RuneScape, but, you know, looking at your clues of, like, which island there's a hidden treasure, and, going there and looking for it, or solving a riddle, and it's an enjoyable experience. Like, I really like it. And then on your way back, you get, like, 3 ships that start following you that just yeet you and, like, steal your hour of work. It's like, there we go. I know I revived somebody from the other faction, but that's just how nice I am. I'm sure they'll remember that. Yeah, I think I would almost, if it was possible, I would almost do the thing that you can do in, like, GTA Online, where you just kind of make this private public world, where you can still do everything, but nobody else can join you. Or, you know, only the people that you want, you know, true IP can join you. But I don't think you can do that in Sea of Thieves. To the settlement. Also, I should have just death warped. It's really not worth running back. Just die and respawn. Two. Anyway, I also, talking about the YouTube stream thing. So one of the reasons why I didn't really want to do YouTube streaming is because they had this really weird thing where it was very awkward to, like, hide your stream, but I think now you can just automatically make it so that the stream on YouTube automatically becomes a hidden video. So then you can still put it into a playlist so that people can watch back your shitty streams. But at least it won't stay on their subscription feed. So essentially this video, this stream, is only visible to people while it's going on. And it's not like it will take a spot on the channel to be annoying. The only thing I do wonder, I think hidden videos do contribute to statistics. Maybe, I'm not sure, actually. I should check that afterwards. Otherwise, my great, big, brilliant plan won't even work. My great, big, brilliant plan will definitely be a great, big failure. Why do I did accept all the PvE quests here, right? Yeah. Why are they all Stone-Tooth Terrace, Slumbering Echoes. Why are they... Where are they? What? let me pin them, I guess. Where does this... Yeah, so that is... Why is the mission over there? So mission I have to do for Weaver's Fen is taking place over there. The only thing that I can imagine is that some of these places are not able to give quests because there's the whole corruption invasion coming up. So, ooh, sign up on this warboard for... Ooh, when is that happening? Ooh, in 3.5 hours? How does invasion work? The corrupted enemies will attack the fort in waves, with each successive wave becoming stronger. Oh, you need to be level 50 to participate. Boo. I won't be level 50 in 3 hours. The corrupted army will try to knock down the gates and take a control point within the fort. If players successfully defend the claim point from invasion, they will win. As the war goes on, there will be longer and longer respawn waves. Then, when soldiers are killed, they will respawn in the next respawn wave. Players earn battle tokens by damaging their enemies. With battle tokens, players can purchase various items from armory. So that is pretty cool. So essentially, it's it's how the PvP wars work, but then from the corrupted to the fort. That is pretty nifty. I like that. Given we cannot participate in that because we aren't level 50 right now. And I won't be level 50 within the next 3.5 hours, but that's something to check out, I guess. Once we get 50. I guess that is a good PvE alternative to experiencing how wars work, but then with NPCs. Complete the quest. Ooh, no, it's... Oh, no, is that a 4? No, that's a 3. It looks like there's 4 eyes there in the top left on the icon. In a weird way. Even though that wouldn't be how you write 4, but you know. Delete. I don't want tier 3 stuff. I think we'll mostly be getting tier 4 stuff once we actually go to the next area. Alright, I should go and dump this stuff into the storage. Also, before you reach the level where you can actually wear a bag, inventory is a nightmare. I do think you can wear the first bag at like level 15 and then the second bag at like level 30. So you do start to be able to extend your inventory pretty quickly, but those first 15 levels are pretty rough. Let's see, we have enough iron ore right here. I don't know if we have any, like... Thing is, I might need to teleport back to the other town to do some crafting. Mainly because we have a lot of Azoth, and I don't feel like wasting the Azoth that we get. I wouldn't even know what exactly I would want to make. We can try to make some food. We can make some warding... Ooh, let's make some warding food against the corrupted. Yeah, we have the cooking level for that. That level is 21. We can't make that. Yeah, so let's make the... Oh, we only have 1 honey right here, though. You know what I'll do? I'll go and grab items from the chest, and then we're gonna go teleport back to the main area that I have done all my crafting in so far. Crafting also does give you reputation, so actually crafting in a specific area where you want to get rep is probably the way to go. Especially because once we are rep level 15, we can buy ourselves a house. Which I would like to buy myself a house before the end of this battle. Or preview event. Recall to inn. I might have to do some storage management over here, though, because my storage... I think is pretty capped. So I might need to throw some things away. Yo, Sanyo, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. And thank you, thank you. Loading. Loading. Alright, well that loads. I think I should be able to alt-tab. Hopefully that doesn't crash everything. And then I'm gonna go check on something. YouTube.com. Because I should be able to see something pretty quickly, I feel like. Oh, I'm also falling in place again. Just falling in place, oh my god. And... Alright. Doesn't reflect right there, but it will probably do that afterwards. Let's see. Apparently we have some quests we can turn in right here at our faction person. So let's quickly do that before we do our crafting. Crafting. Cool, I actually have 2 of them. Sweet. Complete, except the new PvE quests over here. I don't think there is any limit to how many quests you can accept at the same time, which I'm pretty happy with. Okay, so we have that. Don't think we can make this, right? Oh, actually, we can make that once we have the leatherworking level. We're only 1 leatherworking level away from actually being able to make tier 3. So that is good. Although we're still plenty of armoring levels away before we can make tier 3, so I shouldn't actually worry about that right now. We can make tier 3 cloth. But once again, we would also need the armoring level, so... no reason to worry about that just yet. Let's quickly run over here to the smelter, and then I guess we'll just go and make a bunch of things. Hopefully level up our armoring level a little bit. If I have the items to do so. This is stone cutting. We do have a couple of gems, I think, that we could cut as well. I don't know if I have it in this storage. Oh, we can actually... oh, you can make charcoal with wood. Oh, why did I not know this? Why did I not know this? That is pretty big. Although I don't understand how I don't have any silver ore right here. How do I not have any silver ore right here? I feel like that's a lie. My settlement storage. Yeah, there's silver ore right there. I can only assume that the silver ore doesn't show right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it's just because I don't have charcoal right now. Maybe I was just looking strangely. Maybe I was just crossing my eyes. Also, we'll definitely have to chop some wood, because otherwise we won't be able to make anything anyway. But at least we'll be able to make some silver bars. Even though I'm not quite sure what we can make with silver bars right now. And we'll have some silver ingots. Here's the engineering station. Oh, I actually have engineering at 20, so... given that there's a level 3 workshop, we can actually make tier 3 stuff. I don't think any place has gone for a tier 3 workshop yet. That's the only thing that I'm actually kind of curious about for when the game comes out. So every single city has its own, like, projects they're working on. And it's funded by the guild whoever currently owns that settlement. The only thing that I'm not quite sure of is how that's gonna work endgame-wise, because eventually everything's gonna be completely upgraded, and there's no reason to move from one place to another. So, I wonder how that's gonna work out. Oh, we can actually go and make ourselves the steel pickaxe. Oh, yeah, we can make all the steel items. Okay, well, let's make a steel pickaxe, a steel knife, steel sickle, steel axe. Because at least we have some tier 3 stuff. We'll also add some Azoth. Just to increase our perk chance, because we have 1,000 Azoth anyway. Nice. Nice. That is good RNG, as much as only 313 right now. We got 2 perks on that. Knife. Let's add Azoth as well. See what we get. Wow, we are actually doing amazing in the rolling of stuff. 20% extra resource gain. Very nice. Yeah, so adding this to Azoth only slightly increases the chance of getting maximum number of perks. So, it doesn't guarantee that you'll get a blue item, but apparently, I'm doing pretty good. Apparently, my RNG is pretty nice. So, I feel like the perfect rule on these gathering items will probably be getting max yield increase, and getting luck increase. Durability doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's nice to get some extra durability because that means you have to repair it less, but... Actually, I don't even think that's true. I think you would actually need more repair items in the end, if it happens to break. You would end up needing more repair items to actually completely repair it. So... It still wouldn't exactly work out. Alright, so for armor, we need quite a bit of leather. Oh, we can actually make a bunch of base items. Okay, well, let's just make a bunch of base items to level up our armoring, because that needs to get to level 20 plus. And it will still be a bit before we get there, so let's just... click on that, let it go. We're gonna get a bunch of standing here. 41 per helmet, so that's pretty good. I think Everfall is the area that I have the highest reputation with, so that will be the most likely place for us to get our house. I should actually check if it tells me right here in a moment once we rank it up. No, it didn't tell us what rank we have with it right now. I should probably go and do my faction missions around this area to push that reputation along even more. Because I think we're either at like 13 or 14, and you need 15 before you can make your house. So we're relatively close. Relatively close. Oh, actually, can you get a gem slot on your tools? That would be pretty interesting. Because every item that you equip, that you put tools into, or put gems into, will give you bonus stats. So if you happen to be able to get that on tools, those are just like free stats right there. Armoring 17. You need to craft a lot of items before you hit like a high level armoring. Hot damn. Though we are getting close to 2018. Alright, let's exit this. Oh, we're only at 12. I mean, it is the place that we're closest with. Monarch's Bluff, we have 10. But yeah, this would still be a little bit. Let's get an extra. Ooh, actually, house items. Increase the number of house items you can place by 1. So this will give us extra standing, which will make it quicker for us to get there. But then at the same time, this will give us extra house items. You know, let's just do this. I know that means that it will still take a little bit longer before we get there. Although it's only like 3% longer or something. But, I kind of like the idea of being able to place more once we actually get there. Okay, let's destroy all the helmets that we've made. Because there's not really going to be anything that we'll do with these helmets. Other than break them apart so we can make more things. There we go. Let's see, we can probably make more things right now. Also, I should go and run over to the engineering table. If I can level up my engineering without using that silver, then it will also increase the item level at which we'll be able to make those tools, which will help us as well. We can make some muskets. Though probably making tier 2 muskets won't level up as much. Yeah, we're at engineering level 22. I don't think this is going to level up that much, but let's just make them. Also 51 standing though, so this is still pretty good. But yeah, engineering level wise, we're not really gaining that much. We're making some pretty decently high item level stuff though. Given only within tier 2 right now, but... Okay, well, let's run back over here. Let's look at tools. Which tool do I have that is the least good? Let's destroy these. So we have 307, 305, 303, 313. I like the one with resource gain increase. I guess I should go for making another axe. Yeah, let's just roll 2 more axes with Azoth. Okay, terrible roll. Okay, still not great. So yeah, I guess we had 4 amazingly lucky rolls on making them instantly at blue quality to get 2 perks from them. And they're still not terrible perks. So I should still be pretty happy with them. What else do we have? I think the main thing that we'll need is more iron. Yeah, we mostly just need more iron, and then we're gonna be able to make a bunch more things. Let's make a couple more helmets. 3 more helmets. Just for that standing, just for that armoring level. There we go, and then we're done. And we're done with that. Destroy this. Let's run to another station. Let's see if we can cook all the things. Level up our cooking level. Also simultaneously getting that reputation. Oh, actually, let's see if we can make potions. Holy shit, I have the items all the way up to tier 5? Wait, you can make tier 5 strength restored? Oh! Oh, they just say tier, but they're not really tiers. They're just the different restoratives. Okay. That is presented in, like, a really strange way to call this tier 5. Yeah, so these are just the different cures. That's the different restorations. Okay. I am not as amazing at making these as I was hoping I was. Although I do wonder, if I make this quote-unquote tier 5 item, does it end up giving me a lot of experience? I have no clue if it did. With all those items, with cooking and crafting, it's a little bit strange. Because you don't actually see how much you gained from it. Arcana 7, it says. Let's make one more and see what it says after. Still 7. We do need more water as well, so let's quickly grab water. I don't think we can endlessly grab water here, can we? Oh, yeah, we cannot. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that is not super great. Let's just make a bunch of these. We can make 10. Yeah. Let's do it. 10. How much did that increase our Arcana? By 1. It would be nice if you could see how much you gained from it, though. feel like it's strange that you cannot see that. We'll use that just to get rid of it. Apparently cabbage is tier 5. Yeah, just like the strength restorative. That's still very, very strange. Also, I don't think anyone is ever going to use those restoratives. I could be wrong, but even if you get hit by it in PvP, then using one of those restoratives will just mean that you have to stand there to drink it, which will obviously leave you in a very quite vulnerable position. So won't really be helping you all that much. Okay, that gained us 3 weaving levels. Nice. Amulets. You know, jewel crafting is something that I would like to level, but it also seems like an absolute nightmare to level because you need that many gems. You're gonna need a gem for like every single one of them. And the problem with that is that gems are actually a rare bonus drop for mining. So getting shitloads of gems is actually not really a thing you'll do. That is a little rough. Let's see, cooking station. I think that's right over here. Let's see, let's just make everything we can. Which also means we can make quite a lot of these crafting wards. Or this corrupted wards, rather. So let's just make all of them. 24 honey glaze steak. Very nice. Oh, we're gonna need more water for some of these as well. I should probably just run out to a lake and just grab as much water as I can. Not roasted poultry. Ooh, we got cooking level 20, nice. That would mean that we can make the next tier, but I don't think any settlement currently has us, has the ability to actually make that food. Let's see, gathering food. I want some harvesting food, because I know a pretty nice place to get us a bunch of stuff. So make some cornbread. We're gonna have an inventory full of food. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that this also gives rep. Can I... Oh, you can't see the progress right here. Yeah, I'm hoping making food also gives you rep, but I'm not actually sure. It might not. I guess I would most easily see when if I were to rep up. That would be the easiest way for me to see if this actually is giving us rep. Also, what do these crafting foods actually do? Let's actually read what it says. Provides a small increase to base gear score. Ooh, so I should have probably made myself one of these roasted squashes before I try to make my my tools. That would have actually increased the level that we would have gained. But I didn't. But I didn't, because I am a potato, and I forgot that that was a thing. Logging, craft. Alright. That's everything. There's a bunch of dyes. You need water. Yeah, you also need water for all of those things. So, alright. How's my inventory looking? It's probably terrifying. Actually, I'm not carrying quite as much as I expected I would. Also, there's a floating staff and shield right here. Not even a... Yeah, if I look at it, it doesn't even show me a name. So, the legendary floating staff and shield. Such a great crafter. Let's see, can we deposit everything we have right now? I think we can. Ooh! We just barely had enough space after making all that stuff. Alright. That is a lot of stuff in that storage shed. That's a lot of stuff. Let's take a look at the foods, though, because cornbread I made, right? Dump the cornbread in here as well. I don't know what... There's the cornbread. I want to grab that with us. Yes. Grab the cornbread with us, and then I think... I should take a look at what exactly I need. Oh, I think we mostly need to get ourselves ore, right? Yeah. Iron ore. I think there's a mine... Yeah, I think mines are the best place to get ourselves some ore. Is there a mine in this area? There's one right there, although I think that's like silver ore and gold ore, so that's not quite... Not quite what I need. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. There's apparently... No, that's not a mine. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's actually teleport over here. Into this settlement. Enemies will be a little bit higher level. Maybe we'll also actually find ourselves some iron ore. Or something around there. Worst case scenario, I waste some time. Wasting some time, me? Never. Also, I should probably change my status while I do this right now. Let's change my status to live. Oh, but you can't really do that. Shit. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things that I mentioned that was kind of inconvenient of YouTube streaming. You can't really do youtube.com/LokiFM. That is not a thing. Actually, what happens if one does that? Is the live stream like prominently featured right there? If you go there? Science! We're finding this out. My computer is a little bit slow because of the loading in this game, but... Let's see. YouTube.com/LokiFM. Let's see what it shows. In a private browsing window. Yeah, so it does show up. It does show up as like the top thing at the moment. I guess, yeah, fuck it. I'll just put that into the thing. Somebody takes the effort of actually typing out youtube.com/LokiFM. They'll probably see the... They'll probably see where I'm live. YouTube.com apparently is slightly too long. Does YouTube have a... I think... Does that work? YouTube.be, I think, right? /LokiFM. Does that work? Oh, no, that doesn't work. Because that just goes to the link of whatever... Well, gee, that's inconvenient. Yeah, that is a little inconvenient, actually. I don't think there's a way to actually make this nicer. For science, what does it do? Oh yeah, gaming.youtube doesn't exist anymore. Gaming.youtube.com is dead. Alright, well, that was a good science. Okay, so we're now in this town. I have a bunch of, like, new main quests in this area as well. As I said, though, things are gonna be a little bit higher level in this area, so that will be a little spooky. I might not actually survive over here, so we're gonna have to see if, if it's worth being right here, or if I should just spend some more time in the swamp. Stranger, give me your quest. Yes. There is one more quest on the other side of town. Go and accept that, and then I guess we're just gonna go out there and explore. Also, the reason why I was actually able to fast travel over here was because I have been here, because I got a quest very early on to go and do a delivery all the way over here. So I did. And then once you've actually been here, you can fast travel with your Azoth, which is the same resource you use to craft and have a higher chance of getting perks on your item, which did still work out very, very nicely for our tools. I'm very, very quite happy with that. Ooh, actually, these quests are pretty close to us as well. Okay, let's go to the east first. Let's do these main quests first. I'm going to assume that the main quests will probably be replaced with quests on the other side. And then we can conveniently do the faction quest at the same time. So let's go over there. Also, I don't know if these 3 areas right here, because they do have a fort, right? Yeah, they do have... No, that's an outpost. Oh, they just have multiple outposts. Okay. So yeah, these areas right here might not actually be able to be controlled by a faction, I guess. Although it says controlled by Covenant. Oh, this is just Restless Shore that popped up. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they can be controlled by a faction as well at some point. Alright, well, it's not going to be too busy in this area. As much as there are people that have already superpower leveled themselves all the way up to 50 and 60. I'm going to assume that the level 45 area is relatively empty. Although there is a bunch of these breaches up there, so maybe... Maybe those breaches will actually be where people are. Although I don't think I would quite survive a level 45 breach right now. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now, right here. I'm only level 36. I don't know what level enemies are going to be right here. Other than the ones at the corrupted area where clearly I should not be. Level 36 Lynx. I would like not to fight a Lynx, especially... Not that. Oh, there's 2 of them. Fighting cats and wolves in this game. A little rough. Well, a little rough. Very much would like to avoid... Oh, there's another one. Oh, it's angry at me. I'm not happy with that. I don't have any stamina, which is okay. I'm actually very surprised that I was able to do that right there. As long as I keep enough distance, I guess we're gonna be alright. Okay, there we go. Whew! You know, that went better than I expected. That went lots better than I expected. Oh, and there's another one. Which I'm also going to ignore. Level 37. Okay. Well, level 37 is kind of good. That's not too much higher. Oh my... Did he just half... Oh my goodness. We're dead. Alright. Well, level 37, even though it's not too much higher, funks us up. Yeah, that was not great. That was not great. Given I had not eaten health regenerative food, I'm going to assume that stuff in this area might want you to actually be wearing tier 4 armor. Potentially. Which I am not wearing. Also, I'm not currently really wearing heavy body armor either, so that's probably not really positively affecting either. Alright, actually eat some food. Let's do that first, and let's just go for this quest over here on the west. If that also instantly murders us, then I guess we're gonna go back to the swamp in that case. Because it would be nice if I don't get super mega murdered. Yeah, not being super mega murdered is pretty high up there on that list of things I prefer. Let's see, what's this? Oh, this is blue fungus. That's for blue dye. We don't need that. We don't really need that. Okay, well, let's find one of these regular sentinels over here. Also, my frame rate is a little bit wonky. I don't know. Oh my, yep, they really freaking hurt. My frame rate has been a little bit wonky, so I don't know if I should go for a restart or if I accidentally left something open. Let me quickly check. No, I haven't left any window open. Weird. Weird! Nope. No, that missed. Okay, so I think with the strength that these enemies do have, I'm gonna have to be taking them one by one. Camping available. Okay, well, let's destroy the other camp. I should definitely build a camp right here. Because if we're going to die, then I would prefer not to have to run all the way back. Alright. Very nice. Rest. Fully rested. Alright. Time to run in there and not die. Oh, that was a very miss. And sadly, it also just does so much damage to my stamina when I block, which means that blocking kind of becomes a thing that I can't really do. I guess in this case, I really am just gonna have to learn that dodge. Dodge is the way to go or something. Oh. Oh, I made multiple angry right now. That is probably the worst thing I could have done. Yep, that will probably result in death. Why did, okay. I'm pretty sure I didn't left click. I am pretty sure I didn't left click, so I don't know why you went for a swing right there, but that's fine. We have plenty of food, so I guess we can just reapply our health buff. That's okay. To be fair, we're fighting multiple things, so not too surprising. I don't know where the bow person went. Oh, we got some level 4 gloves. Okay. That one down. Killed the small one. Alright. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. I am very not liking... I cannot... Oh my goodness. Okay. I am very much not liking those archers. Those archers are really rough. Alright, well, let's eat some more food. Let's also take a look at this armor. Full 475. That's a pretty good roll. That's a pretty good roll on getting that armor. That is quite a bit higher than we had. Still sadly not heavy, but what can you do? Let's see, what's actually the thing that we have to do in this area? I don't actually know. It's not killing these enemies. It's probably actually grabbing things from chests, which is kind of harder than just killing enemies. Because there's always going to be a bunch of enemies around those chests. Especially with that frickin' archer that is sitting... Oh! Woo! He's not dead. Now he's dead. Can I... Thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can actually hit this archer in a second. And make them come over here without bringing everyone along. Okay, we hit him. Let's see if everything in the world is going to become angry at us. Or if the archer is just going to run over here. Okay, everything in the world is angry at us. that is a little bit less good. I am a little bit concerned. Okay, we got the dodge. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, we're dead. Oh, the freaking slap. God damn it. Well, I'm collecting deaths at the moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get better at that dodging. I'm actually kind of curious to see if the light dodge might be good. Let's see if I unequip the helm. Am I light? Oh yeah, so if I don't have a helmet on right now, I'm lightweight. I don't know if that dodge is gonna... This might either kill me even quicker, or it might be pretty functional to actually have me be able to dodge. So... Well, the dodge distance is quite good. Not taking that much. Oh, actually, we didn't regenerate health from that, though. Don't know what happened there. That, or I actually was hurt more than I realized. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? Okay, let's see if the archer wants to come over here. Don't feel like running over there in the open. You can't hit me. There's a frickin' block of stuff in front. Ow. Ow! Oh my... He doesn't have a health bar. Where's health bar? Frickin' hiding his health bar. Oh, there we go. There are the health bars again. Okay, nice. Yeah, I do think this dodge might be what I needed. Like, this dodge is far enough to where I can actually... seemingly pretty well survive things. Ooh, actually, does it lower the amount of time that I take to recover as well? Oh, if that is the case, then light armor might actually be the way to go. Yeah, so I'm having this weird... I had this weird thing earlier as well. For some reason, if I hold my mouse on the bar, I thought before it actually showed you... Yeah, it doesn't show it anymore. It showed you... Oh, there we go. I guess I have to hold my mouse on the number. While wearing light armor, your dodge is a quick roll that covers a lot of distance. Light armor tends to be less protective. So I guess... I mean, it just says this affects your ability to dodge. I feel like it actually allowed me to regenerate, like... be able to attack again quicker, which... might have just been placebo. I guess it was. But even if it was... if it felt better, I'll take it. Slap, 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 slap. Alright, jump in there, hit him a couple times. Try to dodge back. Oh, everything queued up a little bit. Yeah, I think I have... Maybe that's the main thing that I'm still doing wrong. I might have to be a little bit more careful with, like, pressing buttons. Because if you keep on clicking, it will queue up that next slap, even when you no longer intend on doing the next slap. It's not like your slap is automatically interrupted if you press your spacebar to dodge. Especially when you're fighting things that are actually pretty damn effective at murdering you. You should be careful. This is the dumbest thing I'm doing. Especially since there's still a bunch of these. No. I swear, the archer continuously running away is the most toxic NPC in this game. Okay, we're going to the settlement. I'm gonna have to repair my gear again because they frickin' destroyed that pretty damn effectively. Alright, no, I don't want to enable PvP. PvP enabled? No, thank you. There we go. Repair the weapons. How many repair parts do I have? Still plenty. That's fine. I do still think it's a little curious that things inside of your storage actually, or inside of your inventory, also get damaged from dying. Which means that if you have a lot of gear with you, you'll need a lot of repair parts. Let's see, we can deliver this faction quest then and accept another one. That worked pretty well. As long as I'm not fighting three things at the same time, one of them being an archer. It worked pretty well. We got our first increase in standing. I would like to get myself... let's do extra territory standing. Make us level that a slight little bit quicker. Also, I haven't actually checked this. Let's see what 1080p 60 FPS looks like on the phone. Not too bad. Still a little bit more blurry than I would like. Also, totally casually running into that fence right there for a moment. Oops. I'm sure the fence will understand. Oh. I thought that was a crawly, but apparently it wasn't a crawly. Oh, I don't have stamina. Oh. There's nothing behind me, but it sure sounded like something was growling behind me. Oh. Dodge doesn't work against that. Come on. There we go. Oh, hello. And I guess I'm just gonna have to learn, like, which moments are the ones where I need to dodge and which I should just go for the block. I think block and dodge. Sadly, it's not like you wear less, so therefore you use less stamina while dodging. feel like that would be the obvious balance, but... Okay, I do think we had iframes right there. That's good. Supply cache. And we get sandpaper. Sick! All the items that I won't make with that. It's gonna be epic. Okay. Also... What is my weapon mastery like? Yeah, we're pretty close to hitting 17 with our axe. Which is pretty exciting, because 20 is the maximum for your weapon mastery, and we're actually getting surprisingly close to that. Given I've been using the hatchet a lot, so I guess it makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sadly, I'm so spread out that I cannot actually get any of these ultimate abilities. Not that I think any of the hatchet ultimate abilities are particularly awesome, although the berserk could be good. I don't use berserk at all, but if you go down the entire like line of berserk, then immortal berserk seems pretty good. Because it means that you cannot die while in berserk mode. So you can be a real asshole to people. Not only does berserk give you extra bonus damage whenever the enemy hits you, it will then also make you... What is it? You will become quicker. Yeah, you'll have quicker sprinting. You'll have... decrease all the other cooldowns while your berserk is active. You will have 3 seconds extension every single time you kill something with berserk. And then you also won't be able to die. I feel like in PvP, you can be a real asshole. You could just run into somebody's meteor strike, and because it's all like small little hits, every single time something hits you, it's gonna be a little bit of extra bonus damage for you. So that seems like it would be pretty nice. Especially because you won't be able to die from that meteor strike then anyway. So if there's any enemies also standing in that meteor strike, you can just absolutely unleash the hurt on them. As long as they don't stun lock you. If they stun lock you, you're kind of screwed. But as long as they don't stun lock you, you'll be able to freaking just blow them up. Let's see. I have a quest over there at the fort. Is there... Oh, actually, yeah, that's nice. So we can go over to the fort, do that quest, then run across the beach and go to the one here over to the west. End the hiccups. Jump. Oh, well, dodge roll, technically speaking. I should probably make another camp. Yeah, let me make another camp over here. Cannot build in water. This is not water. Oh shit. Why did I... Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, we don't have any flint. That is a little inconvenient. Hopefully, I mean, there's plenty on the beach, actually. Well, as long as we don't die right there. Should be able to run over there, get some flint. Actually, there's some laying right there, I think. Yep, okay, cool. Put that in the camp. I said put that in the camp. There we go. Then rest. Alright, if we then do revive, though, we're going to be standing right next to an enemy ready to chomp on our face. Which is not exactly great. Tory Cliffs. Oh, that is not... I thought that was where one of our quests was, but that's just the sign of the fort being in our possession. Herpaderp. Well, I guess my camp is not really that great in that case, because I think it's about the same distance as the settlement. So, although this is, I guess, kind of a little... yeah, no. It really wouldn't be beneficial, actually. I have made the shittiest camp ever! Woo! Very nice! Run up here. Yeah, no, because this is all uphill. Yeah, it will be about the same, like, little walk around right there. So this would definitely be a little bit longer. Where's the third? Oh, okay. Yeah, herpaderp. I guess when you're this zoomed in, it looks about the same size. I totally got scammed by the game right there. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. I thought that was a tree falling over, but that's actually the wind. I do like it when wind moves trees. It's a nice little effect. It's a little weird that they're all moving in different directions. Not simultaneously, but... let's just destroy my camp. Then I'm gonna build another one right here. We should still have flint, right? Yep, and we still have wood. Sweet! Rest. Respawn point activated. Alright, time to not die over here then. I'm still confused why I couldn't build the respawn point over in the... or the camp over in the swamp as easily as I can do right here. Because this is pretty close to the area. Also, he's not actually dead, I guess. There we go. Yes. Guess I have to be a little bit more patient with those guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna get backstabbed while fighting something else. Very nice. Yeah, I guess only the light dodge... only the light dodge gets you far enough away for that one. Ancient coffer. Let's see what we get from this. Round shield. Tier 3. Insulting. Yeah, I should... I'm actually gonna keep my eyes open for tier 4 light stuff, I guess. I'm mostly wearing medium right now. Yeah, mostly wearing medium right now. I think those are still heavy... yeah, those are still heavy pants as well. That does mean that we're sacrificing in the physical defense department, but at the same time, that dodge distance is really nice. Grab. Oh, I missed. Oh, we actually cancel them right there. Sweet. Cancel those attacks. Let's eat one of these. Don't think these count as corrupted. I think these count as lost. Or maybe, I guess, I don't know if undead actually has a specific ward against them. Maybe it does. Would make sense if it does. Whew. What do I actually have to do here? Because I've kind of been murdering everything. Oh, I'm a little bit too far south, am I? I'm in the... there's absolutely nothing I need to do right here. That's the answer. All right. Though all of these enemies are nice and simple to murder, it seems. Ow. I say as I now get hit by everything this undead does. Aww. Just out of range. Okay. Yeah, so I've now switched to just left-clicking right after another attack. A bobcat? A bison? A strange bison. Okay, well, let's kill a strange bison. Oh, ow. Or let's have the strange bison kill me, I guess. Oh, and I made a bobcat angry. Alright. That's a little bit less great because I don't like the idea of fighting these. Oh, but that side roll is like really, really quite a big distance. If I can time it right. Oh, he just went for the wombo. Or dead. Oh, God. Come on, slap him. Yeah. Whew. Okay, that was pretty close. Let's see what the strange bison gives if we skin it. Probably just gonna be a normal bison, but strange. Yeah, it just gives us regular red meat and a rawhide. All right. I think that's the other thing that I would still like a little bit more if for the hunting and skinning they had some different hides. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Because there does seem to be quite a couple of different tiers of like animals. But you can get rawhide from like goats. If you want to, like, of course a bison will give you more. You know, just like a bobcat does give you some more meat than like a wolf. But probably different tiers would make a little bit sense, I think. Maybe still something they'll do in the future. Karaka. No, I thought that was going to miss, but apparently we're good. Ooh, I'm actually surprised that I didn't get hit right there because I was a little enthusiastic on my skill. But I'll take it. And obviously I planned it out. Definitely. Actually, what are we doing right here? Are we just killing them? Are we looking for something? Oh, we just killed 7 of them. Okay, that's not bad. Now, of course, that I said that, we're gonna die. I was kidding. Okay, we're actually dead. No! And our camp is all the way over there. It's worth running over there. Those spear people are a little bit awkward. You don't fight them too often. You don't fight them too often, and then they instantly throw 2 of them at me. Pretty rude. Alright, well, let's just run forward. Trying to ignore the bobcats. I think once we have cleared that, I might just go and die and respawn. Oh, apparently Weaver's Fen is gonna be at war again. Apparently it's happening. Oh my goodness, that was a double dodge. Alright, let's see, let's just ignore that middle. There we go, that's it. Oh, actually, you know, let's run to the middle to die right now. I know it will cost me more repair things, but it's fine. I have plenty of them. Ow. Ow. Yeah, dodging these seems to just be very awkward. Yeah. Like, they seem to recover just, like, ever so slightly too quickly for you to be able to, like, comfortably recover from them and attack them again. Okay, let's see, let's go and deliver these couple of quests that we have completed. Probably not give us that much. I don't think we're gonna hit level 37. Oh, we did gain some standing, though. XP gain! Especially because I think we're gonna be in this area for probably the next 10 levels or something. And those are gonna be some lengthy levels. Complete the quest. Oh, and that's some more standing. Alright. Let's get some more standing territory. Territory standing, sure. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for me for right now. Thank you very much for watching. For the people that came out here during the little YouTube stream. I'll probably do more of these little YouTube streams in the future where I'd probably mainly be doing some more grindy streams. Some of them might be with webcam. I'm not against that. It's just, I think I'm mainly gonna use it as like a, I am not feeling the webcam right now. I'm essentially not gonna feel forced to use the webcam. I think that's the main, the main way that I'll put it. But yeah, there will probably be more of these little streams in the future where I do some YouTubey stuff and probably fiddling some more with the settings, although I think everything worked pretty nicely, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a very wonderful rest of your day, and I'll try to probably do a YouTube stream later on, or not a YouTube stream, a Twitch stream rather, later on, twitch.tv/LokiFM, and yeah, I'm not quite sure what we'll play, but we shall find out. So, anyway guys, thanks for watching, have a good one, and catch you guys Later.